A new Duo Hunters update and a ton of extra content. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. This week we're getting a new Duo Hunters update that brings weather and also natural disasters to the mode. The update is called Chaos Phenomenon, and I'm not completely sure if this update is coming to the normal Duo Hunters mode or if this is going to be a separate Duo Hunter mode. This is going to bring 3 different types of natural disasters to the mode, where of course the normal 2v8 mode, including wildfires, where parts of the map will catch on fire. I'm not really sure if it means pallets or just walls as well, I don't really know. When a character touches the affected pieces, either hunter or survivor, they will be affected by a burning status for a period of time, where they won't be able to use their abilities, but they will move slightly faster. I guess in panic? I don't really know. These fires on the items that, the map items, can be extinguished if you interact with them multiple times. I'm assuming this means windows, pallets, and things like that, and not cipher machines, but who knows. The second natural disaster is the dust storm. Powerful gusts of wind will surge around the map, and the wind's direction and strength will change during the match. Whilst the winds surge, Hunter's tinnitus ability, the ability to know when there's a survivor nearby, won't work, and they also won't be able to see scratch marks on the floor, and survivors won't receive heartbeat, nor will they be able to see the Hunter's red light. So this is quite a dramatic change. The final chaos phenomenon is the earthquake, where all characters' positions will trigger delayed collapse. So I'm assuming if you're standing in a certain area when the earthquake hits, it'll create a kind of an indent in the floor or in kind of a map area. Those affected areas, if a character goes on them, a hunter or survivor, they'll have hindered movement and decreased movement speed. Don't really know what it means by hindered movement, considering it also adds decreased movement speed. Are those two different things? Maybe that slows down vaulting speeds and stuff like that? Very interesting. Another change is that we're getting some new items to Duo Hunters, including the resistance and interaction potions, whatever they may do. I think we already have a resistance one. Hunters will be able to buy ravens to send their coins over to their teammate, and both hunter and survivor will be able to purchase the bogus bag. As I understand, works where you buy it and then that means you can buy something later on in the match without having to go to the phone to kind of call up and buy something. So that's interesting. I'm not sure how powerful that's going to be. It seems to be limited to 1 per match as well. Another thing that we're getting this week is we're getting the prelude or the beginning of the Enlightenment Under the Stars event. That is, as far as I understand, the anniversary event. This is not going to be the main big part of the event, but only the kind of introduction bit to it. If you participate and complete missions and go through the story, you'll be able to receive different rewards. Now, it's unclear which rewards are going to be available week 1, and I believe a lot of these rewards will slowly be available throughout the 3, 4, 5, how many weeks this is going to take. But potential rewards we might be able to see include a B-tier skin for Toy Merchant, an A-tier furniture piece called Zodiac Table, a B-tier accessory, event portraits, event portrait frames, event dishes, character unlock cards, B-tier unlock cards, standby motion unlock cards, and even more. At some point, they're also going to give us 10 Season 36 Essence 3s. Don't know when. As far as I know, the full main story begins on April 3rd as well. So that's not this week, but the following week. Again, I don't know if this is releasing this week or if this is releasing later on, but there are also furniture pieces and returning furniture pieces from previous events and stuff like that that are coming to the store. I'm not sure if they're coming this week with this anniversary kind of being prelude kind of thing, or if they'll come later on, but it's a potential thing we could see this week. And in the store, we should be getting a special item called 1388 to 388 Echo discount coupon that you can purchase. A second piece to the Enlightenment Under the Stars event is the Starry Dreamscape event, where you're able to join the event, complete weekly missions, and light up constellations to eventually, I'm assuming this is not the first week again, a lot of these things might be available during later weeks, an A-tier permanent unlock card, I'm assuming that will be one of the last rewards, a ranking protection card or multiple, dynamic graffiti, and even more. Again, not sure what's available directly this week, but we know that some of this should be available this week. We'll be getting a ton of returning skins this week, and I mean an absolute ton as far as I can tell, including once skins. So a lot of the older once skins are returning, such as Bloody Queen's Promised Day, Geisha's Chintz, Hermit's Orientation Day, Photographer's Hangover, Mad Eye's Measurer, Prisoner's Graduation Day, Entomologist's Flower of the Wasteland, Mechanic's Fine Tuning Skin, and Embalmer's Blind Spot Skin. All of those skins are returning this week, but we're also getting a return of a ton of Ivory Tower skins, including Ivory Tower skins for Mind's Eye, Lawyer, Prisoner, Mechanic, Priestess, Magician, and also Toy Merchant. That's not all. On the screen right here, these skins that you see here, and the top ones at least, I think maybe the top 10, top 5, I don't really know. These skins should also be returning, unless something goes crazy and people start voting for a different character. These skins should also be returning. I haven't seen the list yet, so you guys can see it as I'm editing it as well. I'll be like, oh, cool, those skins are coming. Great, fantastic. But those should also be in the store, possibly, as far as I understand anyway. Another thing that you'll be able to see in the store is a special fragment package, or at least multiple special fragment packages, including one that costs 160 echoes that will give you 1,888 fragments, and also another one for 980 echoes that gives you 6,888 fragments. A small update that we're getting this week includes an update to the login reward. So if you've logged in for a certain amount of days, you can get special rewards. They've added a new one for 2,500 days logged in. That's a lot of time. And that's going to give you 888 inspirations, 888 clues, and an A-tier accessory unlock card that is permanent. That's really, really cool. I guess it's also possible that we might see a similar update to the Echo Recharge rewards, because they did announce ones for 600,000 and also 700,000 echoes if you've recharged that much. So maybe that's coming this week, maybe that's coming later in the future. Another thing that we're getting this week is we're getting the Q&A responses from this month's Q&A. That should be releasing on the day of the release of this video. So I haven't seen them yet, but you guys might have seen them already. I'm curious to see what I'll be talking about next week. And also, if you look in the game, you'll notice that it says returning costumes for the 7th anniversary will be announced on March 25th. Don't really know what that means, but that's fine. Let's talk about some future content, including the IB, I think it's IB. Someone told me in the last video and I've forgotten already. Crossover. They revealed some skins for it, and it's going to be coming out on April 17th as a quick reminder. They've announced that there are going to be 3 skins, including the A-tier skin for coordinator called Mary, the A-tier Ripper skin called Gary, very funny name, interesting looking skin considering he looks more like a survivor, but he's going to be normal Ripper size as far as I understand. And also the A-tier for journalist called IB. LB, IB, I can't remember. These skins will be available for echoes, but one of them will be free during the event. I'm not sure if you'll be able to choose which one, or if there's going to be one of those that are given away, but if we get to select one ourselves, that'd be pretty nice. We also got a better look at the essence skins coming with the next essence, that are the Psychologist S-tier skin that's called Everlasting Dream. As I said, this skin already looks amazing, and I got to see it even better with this picture here. The skin is incredibly pretty. She has some strange nebulas around the bottom of her dress on the floor. I'm not sure if that's part of the skin or just the kind of art that they did there, but I'm curious to see if that is what she gets. Maybe some smoke around her feet would be quite nice. Professor's A-tier skin is called Bard, and it's a curious looking skin. I both like it and also don't like it at the same time. I'm a little polarized by it. I liked it originally when I first saw it in the art, but when I saw this piece, I was like, I like it. This is nice. And then I don't know if I like it, but that's fine. And the Opera A-tier skin, Lady of Dawn. Last week I talked about how I wasn't really sure if I liked this skin or not. I was waiting on a better reveal of the skin so we could see it in more detail. There's something that's still off about this skin for me. I don't know why I don't like it. It's something strange about it, but I do really like her shadow form. So when she's kind of dashing around between shadows, I think that looks absolutely amazing. And if you look at the video connected to this essence, you might also notice that there are some B-tier skins there, such as a B-tier for Batter, Undead, Lawyer, Toy Merchant, and also Enchantress. We got even more better looks at skins as we got to see the S-tier packages in better detail that are coming on April 3rd as far as I know. We got to see Wax Artist's S-tier skin, Astrologer. It looks really cool. I'm more of a big fan of his sister on his shoulder with the negative colors. Looks really, really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that one in game itself. I bet you it looks gorgeous. And also there's an A-tier accessory for him called Star Globe. That is a crystal ball with a planet spiraling around in space inside of the crystal ball. It's interesting, and I don't really know what the effects are going to be. We also got to see Patient's S-tier skin Tracing Light in better detail. It has a cool nebula effect on his cape, similar to the kind of S-tier skin for Psychologist. So that's why I assume Psychologist might also have smoke around her feet. There's also an A-tier accessory for him called Memory Prison that is a golden cage that seems to have stars trapped inside. So I'm curious to see what implications this has to the storyline, although I don't usually read through them, but that's okay. I also wanted to do some quick reminders here that I covered a lot of upcoming content that's coming for the next couple of months in last week's video. So if you really want to go and find out what's happening in IDV right now, last week's video is the one to watch. I believe we're still waiting on the new quick message system to be added. I've talked about that as well in previous episodes. I don't think it's been released yet, and I don't know when it's coming. And also we know that on April 3rd, we're getting the return of Kamati Moon, and I wanted to remind you guys that's coming, but we'll talk about that next week. Go and check that video that's on the screen right there because YouTube thinks that you'll like it.